Perhaps somebody wants to sit up front? So our friends on the recording, do you want to sit on the front? Our audience and our honorable friends. Come. Okay. Now it is time. Okay. Okay, now it's time for us to show our project to the first time to our audience. And I believe because every project has 3 slices and 5 minutes. So 1 times around 1 minute, I will hand this around here so you can see it. And you can all see the shared doc so you know who is next. I'm not going to call every team's name. You can line up maybe here or here. Okay? So the first one is Boundless Sync. Okay. Welcome.
Thank you, everyone. I'm Rashmi, and I'm building this with, so this is Boundless Sync. I'm building this with Bernard and also So I'm Rashmi, and my teammates are Bernard and Ray. So the project is about building a book publishing platform. Currently, the problem that we're trying to solve is authors lose about 70% of the revenue that they earn from their books being purchased through traditional book publishing platforms. And there's also like, they kind of don't really own their IP fully. And say if I'm from India and the book was published under the US IP rights, I would have difficulties purchasing that book. So this is a platform where you can share your book IP across the border without having to jump through loops and finding other international distributors. And so it's a publishing platforms which also integrates with social platforms for distribution, because one of the reasons why authors go on to publish on bigger platforms is for that distribution. So next up, after thinking about this idea, I also found that there are some other folks that are kind of working in similar area and doing like SWOT analysis and comparative analysis. The other 3 projects are like Alexandria Labs, Story Protocol, and Book.io. I've highlighted in the slide like what are the focus area and strengths. So for Alexandria Labs, they are author first and Web3 native publishing. They have like a strong UX, and they have also built a community around it. So, but the distribution of how exactly that the books published on Alexandria Labs are distributed is a bit unclear. And with Story Protocol, it's a more like an IP registry and licensing infrastructure. And Book.io, they tokenize the books. So the more books you purchase, the token of this book goes up based on the supply and demand. Book.io is mainly in the Cardano ecosystem. Alexandria Labs is in the Ethereum. Story Protocol is its own layer. On the side of things, I've also listed my project like Boundless Sync. We want to be social discovery first because it takes care of the distribution. And then also, we'll be also working on IP sovereignty and direct crypto payments. This direct crypto payments is kind of like one of the feature among all of the listed platforms here. Here in my project, I want to figure out what the legal and IP gaps are and what are the ongoing frictions in the whole book publishing area. And yeah, so just doing a bit of like comparative analysis and figuring out what exactly features would be the best thing to build. And next up, I want to share, these are the next steps I want to dig into, where study IP rights deeply across borders, and where are the bigger publishing houses listed? Where are their entities based on? Which countries have the strongest IP laws and can defend it? And understand why publishers exist. Here, I think Chacha is one of the publisher, and she was like sharing like, okay, we need to understand why exactly publisher exists, and what can we take, what can we build features where we can reduce either their work or build new features which reduce their publishers' working. And then I also want to find other avenues where IP NFTs can be used, be it books or be it articles, be it any other things. So yeah, it's a bit broad, but yeah, the first step, the next step I will be doing is to just study all of these. Thank you. I still have 1 minute.
You still have 1 minute?
You can
Sorry.
Yeah, this is all I have right now to share, but yeah, thank you so much.
Click next one.
Oh, hi, it's me. Okay, I'm not from Harvey. Yeah, my name is Bernard. So I'm building Stable Hub. So inspired by Circus unified balances and new APIs, so I'm just trying out. So I built up the front end, and it's trying to unify the balance that we have in all the other chains. And currently we outreach USDC through Wormhole or any other chains. So I just want to integrate natively onto the UI to make it seamlessly. So over there, I don't have any go-to-market strategy or whatever. So just build, and I'm intending to add in layer 0 for the next feature. So yep. And what I learned about the unified balance is that it's quite cool that a new concept to check your balance on all the other chains. And yeah, to have a UI for all the other native cross-chain engine. And TLDR is a wrapper for native bridges on one IP. Thank you very much.
Okay, hello everyone. Let me introduce myself briefly. I'm Joanne Chen from Taiwan, and I'm right now an employee in the Taiwan startup named BreezeRamble, and we focus on the information finance. And also, I was majoring in law, so I am researching on a lot of compliance aspects, including crypto, RWA, and stablecoins. So in common is how this valuation is created and is how they are managed. So we focus on the InfoFi applications, and our generally speaking is our goal is to make user data to become their property to earn. So our first application was launched in 2023. It's a personal carbon wallet. The structure is simple that we encourage users to do more carbon reduction actions in their daily lives, such as bring their own cup to buy a cup of coffee, take more public transit. And then after verifying the data and tokenization, and then rewards will issue to them. And instead of the points, platform points as usual, actually these rewards is directly paid by the companies. And the companies, why they will pay for it is because the companies will do like ESG events or want to enhance their social reputations or want to expose more to their potential customers. So they will have a budget to pay for the events. And then another part is after users earn the rewards, how they can pay and use them. So simply they can deposit into the bank accounts or e-payments or buy the goods or just donate to the NPOs. Okay, this is simply history of our applications. Starting from a POC, we collaborated with the Shanghai commercial banks to launch events on campus to encourage the students to bring their own copy to buy a copy, and then they will rewards and pay for it, and they encourage them to deposit their rewards into their bank accounts. And officially we launched our version 1 in 2023, and then we still keep scaling our users and our applications. And right now, the updated amount of users is up to 7,000. Yes. And because in the version 1, we need to ask the users to manually upload their data. So in the version 2, we start to collaborate with the data providers like the public transit cards and e-payments, and also the your health data. And we launched another function that they could subscribe, and then they could they could check the amount how they earn after months and settle their rewards into their banks. And also we passed a demonstration project under the supervision of a financial supervision commission in Taiwan to make the rewards directly to make the user can use their rewards to buy the securities. Okay, and next we want to extend our applications globally and want to directly more to make the user-centric data monetization ecosystem expand. So we will focus on the most than how users can directly integrate data into the smart contracts to make the transaction begin. So as for the privacy, so we will focus on some privacy preserving technology like zero knowledge or FHE like Llama product protocols. And we during the Shanghai Wu this month, I would like to expand this. And if you are curious about our applications or the related technology, we can talk more about it. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name is Mads. I'm creating FundRamble. I'm trying to enable Monero DeFi capabilities. So Monero is the leading privacy cryptocurrency. It's been around for over a decade, providing stealth addresses and shielded transactions, but it's lacked DeFi access, and this has been a limitation of Monero, as centralized exchanges have been forced by governments to delist Monero, and so Monero has lacked access to permissionless and trustless liquidity solutions. So what I'm working on is, in one part, we've got a few solutions in the pipeline, but atomic swaps are a good way to do Monero trustless transactions because they don't require a trusted intermediary. They can be done peer-to-peer, and trustless. So one person can deploy a single smart contract, and they just have one other party that runs it. It doesn't require a massive liquidity pool or anything like that. And Monero's privacy features can potentially be used also to provide private capabilities on Ethereum, but as well as any other chain in which Monero atomic swaps are implemented. Ethereum already has decent privacy protocols, including Railgun and Tornado Cash, but those do have their limitations. And so, yeah, we have currently, it's just a user interface that's kind of like I'm building on right now, but it's working on the back end still, so it doesn't actually work, but you can visit the site, fundramble.com, if you want to just like, play around with, changing this thing back and forth. So another aspect of our project is the fully homomorphic encryption. So me and my co-founder really my co-founder built it, honestly. He built a fully homomorphic encryption-based coprocessor for Solana. And so basically just to back up, fully homomorphic encryption is the ability to do mathematical operations on encrypted data without decrypting it first. And this has applications in DeFi because you can hide information. And so my co-founder used to work for this company Phoenix, which is doing that for Ethereum, and then he decided to build basically kind of Phoenix for Solana. So we participated in the last Coliseum hackathon for Solana, got honorable mention. Then Super Team Japan invited me out to Tokyo, and so that's how I ended up in Asia, and I'm just doing Singapore as well here. That's the Shadowbook project. That was intended to use the code processor in order to encrypt orders, and so that enables the prevention of classic attacks like NEV and front running in DeFi. And the atomic execution enables peer-to-peer workflow, and so basically Fungerable doesn't actually have to self-custody the Monero. Ideally, in the final state, there can be a crowdfunding liquidity in which Fungerable does not actually have to custody the Monero as a centralized exchange would. And also a wallet integration, so building like one-time use addresses that are funded with Monero can potentially also be used to enhance privacy on any chain, like I said, but Ethereum specifically for Chain.wu, it's an Ethereum group, but can also work for Solana or Sweet. That's what I'm building. So next person. Who's this?
Hi everyone. I'm Avi from India, and I'm building Sentry Agent. It's an autonomous AI agentic agent for cybersecurity. So the problem that I'm targeting is like a lot of companies these days have SOC teams, right? Security operations centers, and these days because they have massive amount of infrastructure, there are alerts that are produced in the SOC ecosystem. Is a lot of alerts that they get on a daily basis. And a lot of time, like these. Hello. And a lot of time, like these thousands of alerts are given to L1 security researchers, and it's very time consuming. So what Sentry Agent does is it deploys autonomous AI agent that connects real-time penetration testing and also threat intelligence. So this is the architecture for Sentry Agent. So here what we have is the data that's going to the Sentry Agent. That is the network traffic, system logs, API endpoints, and if there are any smart contracts that will go to the MCP router. So it's basically works on multi-context protocol. And which connects all these modules like network traffic, system logs, and everything, and give us two different agents for who specialize in different tasks. Pen test agent will do the pen testing, and similarly other agents will do their own specialized tasks. And then it will use the 828 protocol, that is agent to agent protocol, to communicate among themselves and give better advice. And then it will output it will either do auto remediation, if the problem is solvable, it will try to solve it on its own, and then it will do alert generation, also report creation, and if it requires some human review, it will give it to a human. So this is kind of roadmap for developing Sentry Agent. So where I will in the week one I will do the multi-agent orchestrator, and then going to the security features where I will add option auditor agent, and then going on, I will do more development in the API side and the AI UI side as well, and then we will do the beta testing. And that's it from my side. And I hope I'm also looking for teammates as well. So if anyone is interested, then let me know. Thanks.
So when you finish your presentation, you can just click on next, so the next one knows which one is.
All right, cool, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk a little bit about vibe coding. My name is Derek. I'm building Nora. This is a vibe coding agent that so far is the most performant on the market on Web3 languages. So I've got 5 minutes, we can talk about a little bit longer. So back in 2024, we saw this problem is that 2024 is where really cursor became a thing. It's where it actually started. Where it actually started to replace the handwritten codes. So back then, I don't know if you remember this, back in the Solana meme craze, we tried cursor and also windsurf back at the time with the Solidity and Rust and other languages. The problem which still pertains today is it doesn't perform so great in Web3 languages. Because it was built for general coding like Python, like JavaScript, like all the front end stuff. It was not built for Web3 languages. And also one of the other reasons that Web3 protocols, if you're building like not a protocol logic, but actually the chain level logic, you will see that it requires a much higher level of reasoning than traditional apps, which altogether become the reason that we actually need something purposefully built for Web3, something we need like actually a Web3 native cursor. So this is what we get. The team is actually pretty strong. The team are actually from Google DeepMind, Llama, MIT. So we built this with the high-performance reinforcement learning and mathematics. And so far, this is not something that you can't use, we're going to build in a month. This is something that's already up and running. So the thing is that we're actually in the 1.5 month beta right now. We see Nora already outperforms Cloud Code, Cursor, and also Windsurf in instability tasks. And actually, the last month we're just at the Global New York City. We start sponsoring it, and we actually see the users went through the roof. About 40-50% of the team use us, and they actually got really, really great results. So this is the shameless showing. If you're here on Monday next week, you will see me doing a vibe coding, a 2-part workshop on a very objective vibe coding Web3 in general, and also how to use Nora a workshop. We're opening access for everybody here, so you can try it out and let us know some feedback, which is what we're building for this month. So yeah, for the ideal scenario is that if you're a new developer, you don't have to have a great knowledge about Solidity if you're using it. And if you're a CTO, you can cut your iteration circles from months to days. If you're a creator but not a coder, which if somebody was like really new to this, you can start building your first end-to-end D-app or website using Nora. And if you're a proficient dev, like so many of you in the room, you can at least, as we measured, 50x your efficiency. So that's Nora, and thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Samuel, and I'm building Nectar. So Nectar, think of it as stablecoin yields on autopilot. Basically, what does Nectar do? It helps you effortlessly maximize stablecoin earnings by automatically moving your focus to the highest yield opportunities. Sorry about that. Yep, so why am I even building this? Currently, traditional banks offer you about 2% on your stablecoins or on your US dollar or Singaporean dollars. DeFi promises you more. DeFi promises you about 7 to 10%. However, it's still complex. It's still time consuming. As a user, you have to constantly monitor your funds across so many protocols. Who has the highest APY? Like there are so many chains, L2s that all have mature dynamic protocols. So how do you, one person, are you able to monitor all these accounts? And there are billions of stablecoins that sit idle in a lot of wallets doing nothing because the users don't have time to do that. That is why Nectar comes in. We deploy AI agents that will take over your on-chain transactions and make sure that they send your funds to the highest yield APY. So basically, we automate your earnings in just a few clicks. It's just one account, you deposit once, and the AI does the rest for you. How do we even achieve this? So yes, deposit your stablecoin once, and the AI will continuously reallocate your money to the highest APY. You can withdraw anytime. There are no lockouts. Right. So our strengths are the agentic finance, is ease of use, and is also non-custodial. Our weakness are we are still in the early stages, so we need to build trust on our brands, and we have opportunities because the stablecoin market is still growing, and there are a lot of simple yield apps. Currently, the existing apps are very much mature and not focused on consumers who want to use these applications. Right, so our goal here during Shanghai Wu is to launch our MVP and also onboard our early users. We want to grow the team as well, so currently we are looking for teammates in marketing, in products, and in design. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, I'll start with an introduction and talk about the problem statement and then the solution. I'm Jonathan Liu. I'm a builder turned journalist. Singapore born, US bred. I studied computer science. I've been working in tech for 20 years. I'm older than I look. And I've been in crypto since 2021. Hackathons, Bankless. I ran my own DeFi project for a bit, and now I'm a DeFi writer at Blockhead, where I do protocol deep dives and market trends. I'm also building TBI comments. TBI stands for traumatic brain injury. Yes, I am a brain trauma survivor. That was me 20 years ago. Thank you very much. That was me 20 years ago, and thank you very much. Thanks. The brain is a miraculous organ that can heal itself. There's this process called neuroplasticity. So even if your brain is injured, other parts of your brain can take over those damaged cells and can take over damaged functions. So that was why I was able to kind of regain my independence, get my life back, and now I do this. So when I moved back to Singapore in 2012, I met other survivors and caregivers and hospital professionals, health professionals, and I found out there's a gap in the healthcare system. After the survivors are discharged from the hospital, they are lost. They don't know what they need to do in order to recover. And so the problem that I face is that I didn't know what I needed to do in order to boost my recovery, to help me navigate my recovery journey. I had to figure everything out on my own. So that is why we're building the first of its kind interactive recovery story platform. Think choose your own adventure, but for recovery stories. So how it works is that a survivor user, fills out a very simple profile. After they fill out their profile, there'll be some engine behind the scenes using AI in order to kind of create a journey for them. And based on this journey, there are different decision points they have to make. So based on the goal that they're trying to achieve, whether it be improve their mobility, return to work, return to school, or how to become better at making friends, finding a partner, can be any goal that the survivor wants to achieve. The AI engine will map out their journey, and at different checkpoints, they will need to make a decision based on their goal. Because you won't be able to recover right away. For me, it took me 20 years. For others, it could be only 1 year. Because with brain injury, there's different levels. And based on the level you're at, it can be a 1 week thing, it can be a 1 month thing, it can be a 1 year thing, it can be a 10-year thing. Some people, they don't recover at all. So what we hope to do is help survivors navigate their recovery journey by breaking down their goal into actionable steps. And they get to choose what they want to do in order to recover. They don't have to listen to the doctor, they don't have to choose to listen to their family. They get to choose themselves what they want to do in order to recover. So by the end of their adventure journey, there will be a step-by-step recovery guide to improve for them to follow in order to achieve the goal that they want to achieve. So that's essentially the 3 slides I want to share. Where we are now is we are validating whether or not we have the right solution to solve the problem. So we've been supporting brain injury survivors for about a decade. I run a nonprofit called Beyond Broken Brains, and these users will be the first users for our platform that will validate whether or not the solution that we built is the right one that can achieve, that can really give them value to what they're trying to do. That's all. Thanks very much. So.
Hi everyone. My name is Sid Yang, and I'm founder of DAPSO. And next, I will introduce in China. 很高兴在新加坡的山海屋与大家见面。那我们团队过去是在一个去中心化的前方，我们拥有10年的产品设计经验和用户体验的经验。
So very glad to meet you at Shanghai Wu. Our team has more than about 10 years experience in decentralized wallet developing.
我们正在构建的是一个以一致体验为核心的去中心化应用商店，让用户和开发者都在同一个生态中顺畅的连接，然后推動 Web3 的普及。
We're now developing a platform for you didn't write it. Okay. Platform for decentralized for dApps to give our users a unified experiences.
就是说，这意味着是无论用户从这个应用商店进去到任何一个 dApp 都能享受统一的，比如顺畅和丝滑的一个体验，然后不会被各种复杂的钱包切换或者是链上的一些差异以及割裂的交互方式困扰。
That means if users through our platform, then it will have a unified experience through all different apps and won't be bothered by different wallets and different platforms and different user interfaces, and so the unified using experience is what we want to offer.
为什么要做这件事情？就是我们今天可以看到 Web3 的应用生态非常的分散，然后用户要花很多时间去找到可靠的dApp。
Because we now see the ecosystem of different dApps is very scattered, so users will have spend lots of time to search for the correct dApp that they want to use.
并且用户在使用跨链的时候，他需要去切换钱包，然后在钱包的兼容上要考虑到，以及在操作的复杂性，也给用户带来一些困扰，门槛非常的高。
And also when it comes to interchain, and there will be lots of problems of fees and different wallets, and so lots of procedures, and it blocks users from using them.
就每一个 dApp 都有不同的程度的这种使用的障碍，然后和割裂的体验。
Each dApp has different the barriers of usage.
DAPSO 的目标就是要降低这些门槛，然后提升使用的体验。
So our aim is to reduce the barriers and to improve the user experiences.
我们接下来是逐步的统一全 dApp 的使用体验，然后让用户更容易上手，从而加速 Web3 的mass adoption.
So we want to improve the experiences and let the users more easily to use and so accelerate the mass adoption of Web3.
并且我们现在已经有3款这个统一体验的一个产品在线上运行，已经有用户在使用，并且有产生了一些数据。
Now we have 3 products already on the market, and there are users using them, and has data generated already.
然后在这个月我们有3个目标，一个是扩展多链的支持。
We have three in this week, this month. One is to enlarge our multi-chain support.
第2个是优化用户体验和深化生态的合作。
Optimize our relationship and cooperation with different ecosystems.
我们需要寻找一些应用的团队，然后一起把他们的产品集成到DevSo。
And find more apps, more dApps to integrate on DevSo and to see our improvement of user experience, whether they are working or not.
包括一些钱包的这种项目方。
And also different wallets, different wallets, yeah, integrate them.
我们一起扩大 DevSo 的影响力。谢
And
谢。
to broaden the influence of DevSo. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone. Although right now it's afternoon, but I have to say GM to all of my friends. Okay. I'm Todd. I'm TODD Todd, and this is my company, eBunker. I'm the co-founder of eBunker, and we are Ethereum validators pool. And currently, we have like more than 400 of thousands of Ethereum staking with us. So I have to say, for this business, we have a little bit successful, but we still have a dream. We have a dream to build hardware. The hardware, we call it eNode. And as last online meeting, I have shown it to someone, but I think some of you didn't say it. So I take something real. Wait a minute. Oh, this is our eNode. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is our eNode. Yeah, this is our eNode. Because we are Ethereum validators, so we really wanna, let people run their Ethereum nodes on their home. Only like we plug power, we plug internet, then boom, you can run your Ethereum nodes on your home. Only 20W, which means the cover it costs even lower than one of the slides. It's really economic because the energy price in Singapore is so expensive. And besides this, we have another product I would like to show all of you. This is our another dream. This is we call Yunbao. This Yunbao, I call it a warm wallet, but it's actually a gift. Sorry, we are building this demo, so today I don't have the real one, but I'm going to show you how to use it. So this one is a physical coin, like a real coin. A lot of people, all over the world, when the first time you talk to them, okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum, they thought, okay, it's probably some real coin. So we build it as a real coin. And when we have this real coin, this is my phone. We can stick them together with a strong magnet. Then you can use the assets. We put some like 1 Ethereum or 0.1 Ethereum or any other amount in this physical coin, then you can stick to a phone. Then every time when you want to transfer your Ethereum to someone, you can just use it. And this is also a very, very good one for what? For gift. For example, like your grandma, your grandpa, or your cousins, they don't know, okay, Binance? No, they don't know that. Coinbase? No, they don't know that. But if you give them a real coin, okay, you say, oh, my grandma, there is a Bitcoin or Ethereum in it. Okay, you can receive it as a perfect gift, and they will understand this in 1 second. You don't need to, waste your time to explain. Okay, what is blockchain? What is crypto? No, what's the BN? No. You can just give them a physical coin like this. So this is another new hardware product we are building, and we really would like to hear all of you the feedback of it. And I think currently we are in a demo status. So for this hardware business, is actually a new startup. So really thanks to the Shanghai organization. I would like to make this thing happen for every grandma, every grandpa, every cousin. Okay, thank you guys.
Yeah, hi. So a bit about myself before starting out with our project. I'm Akash, final year undergrad at IIT Patna, and past few months I've been working on high performance computing at CERN. So we have been dealing with petabytes of data generated every day. So what I come to learn is that AI is everywhere. You will be finding 5 or 10 products today itself that are using AI. So what our solution does is, these AI models, whatever, smaller, larger, medium-sized, or anything. Yeah. So these need computes to be trained and to be inferenced upon, to be worked with. So what we propose is Synapse. So we want to use a decentralized system so that it enables people to use idle devices that can be found in people's home, work offices, as well as stations. Nowadays, that all the compute you have is only by Google Cloud, AWS, Azure, and few more. But you will never find anything that is accessible to students like me or few startup entrepreneurs like you. So we present a solution that enables me to work with solutions that can be made possible. So yeah.
Okay, GM. So my name is Alan Robinson. I'm a blockchain developer from Kenya. And yeah, today we have Synapse. So, and I'll be explaining how it works. So what we are trying to create is more of a train-to-earn platform, which will be mainly niche-based. And so, so this is how it will work. More of a decentralized compute marketplace, and whereby we will analyze the training tasks so that which these tasks are broken down and sent to the volunteer devices. And then also now the devices run on the sandbox containers, and then now upon proof of verified compute work, we get to reward them based on smart contracts, which we'll be using more of this. And then now we also have the reputation system and staking, which makes it costly to cheat. So yeah, and also more high throughput through using Base. It's more faster and low latency. Yeah, so what's in for it? For more of smart contracts, for the rewarding and also slashing. For more AI developers, we have access to massive global GPUs, and also for the contributors, you earn by sharing more of your compute work. And thank you.
channels?
Hi everyone, I'm Tanya and I'm from India, and my teammate is Ashish, she's from India as well. So yeah, you can see a cat there, and this cat is going to make some revenue. So let's see, the platform is called Search, which is basically a creator campaign for Ethereum brands. We see that marketing and influencer marketing has been on the search because a lot of people are getting on social media platforms, and this becomes crucial. So you get paid for the reach you actually earn. So every post is paid fairly. It doesn't need you doesn't have to have a lot of followers. It just depends on your sole post. Suppose your post makes a lot of views, then you get paid according to that. You don't have to have a million followers or stuff like that. So this is the market opportunity where you see this the creator economic status, and there's a budget increase where people allocate a certain amount for influencer marketing, and then the social ad spend is also 250 billion. Yes. Do you want to finish this? Because we added a slide with the sharing.
It's sharing. It's like online. So
Okay, they have added it there.
you make it form the sheet.
This is how it works. So Ethereum brands can just run their campaigns, and they can even give the brief or the materials that they talk about the brand, and what users or creators can just enroll. It doesn't matter if you have to follow it or not. And then you get to know about the product as well in the process of trying to market it, and then you can post on any social media platform, and then you submit the URL and we verify your reach, and then we release the payout. So it's a paper post versus paper verified reach. So when you see we are significantly reducing the ECM, that's cost for 1,000 views was $30, but when you use paper verified reach, it brings it down to $11. And also the number of creators. There were only 10 creators earlier who were marketing your brand, but right now it gets multiplied to 60 creators. So you have 60 creators who know about your brand, who are marketing about your brand. So in the same way, suppose for another brand, you see that significantly you increase the number of creators as well as you bring down the cost of marketing. So when you join the search, you get every post is paid fairly. And for creators, you see that you get paid for actual reach and not the follow count. And then there's pay compensation regardless of the audience reach. And for brands, you pay only for verified engagement, and you have better ECPM than traditional campaigns. So this is it. Thank you everyone.
Okay, thank you everyone. It's a brilliant job that I have done. Thank you for all sharing. And so we wrap up this session. And this is our first present. And we have 1 month to work on our ideas and to also know each members, and then we can share and intertwine with our project and share our skills. And now we have another, I think, 10 minutes break, and everyone can have tea and mingle together and ask questions and know each other. And then we come back and we will invite our local friend here. And so we have a little session about Ask Me Anything About Singapore. So you can ask them anything about Singapore. And in the meantime, in the break, enjoy tea and fruits and maybe go to toilet and have a conversation. Okay, see you then.
就是别关了，因为一关你再开，它就又一个新的地区。下次换一下。
If it's within the squad, so the invite code will
Okay, good news and the bad news perhaps. Perhaps the good news, our guest before asking anything about Singapore has like really heavy injury on his neck. So the rest of the time we are free to talk and to mingle and to have questions on each other and find any Singaporeans around you and ask them anything about Singapore. Your paper and to say something to the crowd and introduce yourself and make a wish. Let the crowd may your wish come true in this month. Maybe you? Yes, how are you? Okay, I'll spread the paper to you guys and you can write your wish on the paper and then speak to the crowd.
write your wish and maybe a little bit yourself. Do you write your name on it? Come on, write your wish. Project, wish to the world, or whatever. Or I can make it to the project. Add a little bit maybe to the other things. And write your name. If you want, you can on the page introduce yourself a little bit. Okay. Who hasn't write their wish? Yeah. Who hasn't write their wish? Come on. We haven't write your wish. Take a picture. And that's how it all
Of course, you can use all this. Yeah. What's the do you want access? Oh shit, I sent you one. Now my account, so I guess I'm So once you download from over there, you set just the BeamI account, and you're good. Is there any meeting? No. So no, that's your phone. Because, yeah, of course, yes.我操！How? Like, man, how? We're a freaking coding agent. How the fuck are we gonna do that, right? Like, we want to tokenize the fucking token? Like, is that what you're saying? Like, dude.
Okay, we wouldn't care anyone is listening or not. This is the wish granting time. So, tell your name and tell us who you are and make a wish. And so we always say, may always come true, okay?
I'm Joanne, and I wish to have my reset fulfilled in heaven.
Reset. On the wall, 5 shirts.
So you want to have your reset. I still don't understand. Oh. Oh, okay. May your wish come true. So next one. Yeah. Okay, next one. Next one. Who wrote? Okay.
Hi, I'm Christine from Kenya.
Hello, Christine.
And I wrote that I wish to make lasting connections with the channel.
Definitely. So, may your wish come true.
And who's next? That's your wish ready?
I'm Akash. I want to have the best experience of my life here.
May your wish come true. His wish is to find a security nurse. You are the one that she's looking for. Please, go to him. It's so lovely. Okay, anybody else?
Hi, I'm Robinson from Kenya. And I wish to do is pretty simple. So mine is to connect to the events. In a hackathon, hopefully. And also explore job opportunities where I can go and contribute.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And anybody else?
Open source contributor. I'm contributing open source for the past 3-4 years, and who is someone for mental activities, Android application. But right now I want to experiment with Android and Rocket. So here I'm looking for networking project search, application. We want to get some
May your dream come true.
Okay, we have is it ready? local event. So we are going on Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock. We're going to ride the bike on the east coast. So presumably from the flyer of Singapore all the way riding up to the airport and back. But if you're too tired, you can feel free to jump into one of the bars and stop, or jumping into one of the seashores and stop. Okay, so anyone want to join the event? You just maybe follow on the TG group, or just click join in our event platform. So we're waiting for you on the starting point, which is the Singapore Flyer. If nobody comes, I will ride by myself. Okay. So our last but not the least, to make a wish. Okay, you guys are free now, so talk or eat or drink or whatever, or go home or gather together and to book dinner someplace or play. Yeah. Okay, so the gathering place on Sunday, as I posted, they have a bike rental, which is $10 per hour. And if you don't want to rent for $10, there are bikes like the Hello Bike. You can rent with your app, which is $1 per hour and $0.5 more. But the bike is slightly more hot-wise than the rental bike shop. So both are okay. Okay.
Just do what you gotta do.
After all the crypto grew out to people in Africa. But they have a lot of benefits the crypto. Yes, inflation is serious. Got some crypto stablecoin. Benefits that is better than
Depends. I don't know if it's better because to use the money we still use the loss of invest. So we just integrated it into investments like one or the other. Yeah, but the what's it called? The transaction from some investment is insane. So it's easier to do blockchain to blockchain because most people have access to blockchain. So like there is a large community of people in this stage, but the larger population has not. So we still need to use fiat. Like you can do crypto to crypto if someone has understood crypto, but when I want to buy from the shops, I still need to use it's still we still end up although the transaction crypto to fiat is really affordable as finance.
The issue about people use, most people use the ATX. So in Africa, the banks is mainly banks around the world that have lots of it's number one. Because it's the main
interesting because I know they're trying to set up an account in Kenya. I think they had their event just I believe so they trying to set I don't know that actually helped the last startup.
Yeah, you know start now?
I thought okay, it's with the startups.
Qualification is big.
Even though they're not just starting up, but you know they're big. So again, if I wanted to transfer people from newspaper, I would use here, if I wanted to transact using crypto, but it's easier to get a vendor on the player.
crypto to fiat. What is fiat? To cash.
Yeah.
You can transfer crypto to cash.
Yeah, if I wanted to change to make last change.
Actually, in China, we buy crypto more easily. We need to transfer cash into stable coins. There's some middle guys in this area, and they pay RMB through the Alipay to use the middle guy level, and then the guy gives you the eco value of crypto. So actually there are some risk here. If the government detect you do this action and they feel you are do some crypto trading, maybe frozen your account. So this is in China is banned. Crypto in China is banned. But actually on the face it's banned, but actually Hong Kong is doing it. Actually Hong Kong can be treated on behalf of but it's not pretty strict. China leaves Hong Kong to do this area. So that's easy. Actually, there are a lot of people in China buy Bitcoin. They just through finance and OKX. They through this middleman as they transfer crypto, repay them RMB.
So it was just OKX and Binance is in China. Because I know they were banned.
Binance is created in China. Binance is China and OKX is founded and created in China. But actually, OKX created. I would say if the China government needs OKX, they will need OKX to China.
Because I know Binance is banned in India.
No. The ban in India?
Yeah, India and Nigeria. I think one of them have to
So you can't use Binance in India?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know that.
Interesting.
So you guys think, have you ever heard of stock hands?
Sorry?
Have you ever heard of stock hands? Stock hands. Oh, because actually I don't know this company's influence in Africa. We are working with this company and we have a transmission signal across over 45 African countries. So we do some tests, especially in Africa. We have some television, TV show, TV channel.
That was the first maybe we got it when we were kids. It's been there for a while. But it's, I think it was bought by TV. They get bought on
By what?
They, I think they got bought I don't know if it's
we can use Chinese stuff and run this and I upload some program and promo or message to start and stuff like that. I never watch the content that I upload. So I just upload that. Yes, I run the World Football channel, or Football channel, or World Football. Yeah, which will have that channel called World Football.
Interesting. I think they were bought by
most people go TV. So actually the StarTimes influence are not that big. I got because also most people watch on Netflix. Also there are a lot of people watching Netflix. I love Netflix. Also people who watch TV is most part. I think people who watch TV is most of
we're not talking to
actually what I mean in something that you like this. It's the mattress promo. So we saw it in full channel. Yeah, so this is the promo of the matches. We broadcast the matches of all the stuff and there's the channel. Compared to China, the football population is larger also in China.
I don't know if it is larger.
Actually, the population of China has a large population, but less people football. Pretty large. So China's football is sucks.
It's an African championship. It's going on at the it's very interesting. It's so much fun to listen to animals like represent for me it's the monkey. Because it's like it lasts for years. So have the monkeys for 3 years. So many people. I don't think it's not like the cats of the German. We do have some meanings in the ancient tales. In the year of sheep, the winter. Life may be very hard because the sheep does not have the grass in the winter. It's ridiculous anyway. So all people trust this. For us, we don't trust Yes, like 3 results. Neutral and bad. Just go to free. Yeah, we have this kind of song and yes, for free. Not like a religion, actually non-religious religion. Legal. Suzhou is next to Shanghai. Big city.
It's very confusing.
Chengdu is the panda, almost.
还要播吗？还有播吗？一会儿还有播吗？那我关了。好，小右键。